Let me ask you something. Have you ever looked in the mirror, outfit fully on, hair done, accessories in place, and still felt like something was just off? Like your clothes weren't quite reflecting the woman you are now, confident, refined, and beautifully grown? If so, you're not alone. Because here's the truth. After 50, our style needs to evolve, not to hide who we are, but to celebrate who we've become. And sometimes, even with the best intentions, we fall into subtle fashion traps that actually cheapen our look, often without realizing it. You could be wearing designer pieces, investing time and money into your wardrobe, but just one wrong item can throw everything off. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't about following rules or dressing age appropriately. It's about aligning your outer look with your inner strength. Because if you're watching this, chances are you're not interested in blending in. You're ready to walk into a room and be remembered, not for loud clothes, but for timeless elegance that speaks without shouting. That's why today we're talking about 12 fashion mistakes that, no matter how stylish you are, can instantly make your outfit look less polished, less intentional, and yes, less expensive. But more importantly, I'll show you exactly what to wear instead. Simple swaps, smart upgrades, small changes that make a huge difference in how you look and how you feel. Because style after 50 isn't about trying to dress younger, it's about dressing wiser, knowing what flatters your body now, choosing quality over clutter, and curating a wardrobe that feels effortless but looks extraordinary. And once you recognize these common fashion slip-ups, you'll never go back. In fact, you'll start noticing them everywhere, on other people, in old photos, maybe even hanging quietly in your own closet. But that's the fun part: evolving, elevating, and editing your wardrobe with confidence and clarity. So if you're ready to feel more put together, more expensive, and more you, let's jump in. Because mistake number one is one we've all been guilty of at some point, and once you see it, you'll never wear it the same way again. Let's talk about something that sneaks into even the most well-intentioned wardrobes: the logo tee. You know the ones: oversized t-shirts stamped with giant brand names, glittery slogans, or quirky catchphrases like, "But first coffee," or "Weekend vibes." They might feel playful or casual, but for women over 50, these tees often read as juvenile rather than youthful. And unfortunately, they tend to cheapen your entire look. Why? Because these shirts lack intention. They're mass-produced, often made from thin, clingy fabric, and rarely cut in a way that flatters a mature silhouette. The moment you pair one with jeans or leggings, the outfit leans more off-duty teenager than elegant grown woman. But here's the good news. You don't have to give up comfort to look elevated. Instead, swap the loud graphics for high-quality basics that whisper sophistication. Think: a solid cotton tee in ivory or navy, a soft linen blouse in muted tones, or even a silk tank under a blazer. The difference lies in the fit and fabric. When a tee drapes just right and feels luxe on your skin, it becomes a quiet statement of elegance. A personal favorite: a crisp white tee, gently tucked into high-waisted trousers, finished with a leather belt and simple gold earrings. It's effortless, modern, and undeniably refined. So the next time you reach for a shirt that screams across the chest, pause. Ask yourself, does this reflect the woman I am today? If the answer is no, it's time for an upgrade. Now let's move on to something many of us have owned at some point: bedazzled, over-embellished jeans. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Rhinestones on the back pockets, swirly embroidery, flashy studs, faux fading, or even glittery seams. They may have been trendy a decade ago, but today, these jeans can instantly date your look, and not in a nostalgic, stylish way. The problem isn't just the sparkle. It's that these details draw attention to places you may not want highlighted, like the hips, thighs, or rear. and they disrupt the clean, polished lines that elevate a modern outfit. Plus, they're almost always made from thin, stretchy denim that loses shape quickly and rarely flatters a mature silhouette. Here's the truth: fashion has evolved, and so have we. Instead of loud, decorative jeans, choose dark wash denim in structured, minimal styles. Look for a straight leg or bootcut fit in a sturdy fabric with just a bit of stretch. These silhouettes offer support, smooth your shape, and create that long, elegant line that looks effortlessly expensive. High-rise styles are your best friend. They define the waist, elongate the legs, and keep everything looking refined. Pair them with a tucked-in silk blouse, a blazer, or even a fitted tee and flats, and suddenly your denim feels like luxury. The best part? You'll never have to worry about whether your jeans are on trend again, because classic always wins. So if you've got a drawer full of blingy, overdone denim, it might be time to let them go. Not because you're too old, but because your style is too elevated for rhinestones. Let's shift into layering, specifically cardigans, a staple in almost every woman's wardrobe. But not all cardigans are created equal. One of the most common mistakes I see: flimsy, shapeless cardigans from fast fashion stores. The kind made from ultra-thin polyester blends that cling in all the wrong places, wrinkle easily, and lose their shape after a single wash. At first glance, they might seem cozy and casual, but on a grown woman, they often look sloppy, even dated, and after 50, fit and fabric matter more than ever. These light, unstructured knits can actually highlight the very areas we'd prefer to soften: the upper arms, midsection, or back. Instead of draping with elegance, they cling and droop, pulling down the entire outfit. So what's the alternative? Structured, high-quality knitwear. Look for cardigans made from cotton blends, merino wool, or cashmere. Choose styles that hold their shape, with details like shoulder seams, ribbed cuffs, wrap designs, or buttons that cinch slightly at the waist. These pieces don't just layer, they enhance. They add visual polish and intention to whatever you wear underneath. One of my favorite outfit formulas: a ribbed camel cardigan with tailored black pants and a cream blouse. Add a belt, and suddenly the cardigan looks less like loungewear and more like quiet luxury. Here's a quick rule of thumb: if a cardigan feels like a throw-on afterthought, it probably is. But if it wears more like a soft jacket, with structure, warmth, and shape, then you're on the right track. Because elegance isn't about covering up. It's about choosing pieces that complement your presence. Now let's talk accessories, because even the most polished outfit can be completely undone by the wrong finishing touches. One of the fastest ways to cheapen your look after 50? Oversized, cartoonish accessories. We've all seen them: giant plastic earrings in neon colors, stacks of chunky bangles that clatter with every move, or novelty handbags shaped like fruit, animals, or, yes, even cupcakes. While these items might seem fun or quirky, they often send the wrong message. Instead of enhancing your outfit, they become the focus, and not in a good way. Here's the thing: after 50, your accessories should elevate you, not distract from you. They should whisper sophistication, not scream for attention. That doesn't mean you have to go boring or bland. It means shifting from loud and playful to refined and intentional. Try this instead. Swap the plastic statement earrings for small gold hoops or pearl studs. Trade the novelty handbag for a structured leather tote in camel, oxblood, or black. And when it comes to belts or scarves, choose minimal, timeless designs that add polish without overpowering your outfit. Accessories are powerful. They can transform even the simplest outfit into something effortlessly chic, but only when they align with the energy you want to project. So here's a simple filter. If it looks like it belongs in a teenager's TikTok video, it probably doesn't belong in your closet. because you don't need a giant pink pineapple purse to stand out. Your elegance, presence, and confidence do that for you. Let's move from accessories to something we often forget to check: our shoes. Because no matter how put together your outfit may be from the ankle up, the wrong footwear can silently sabotage your entire look. One of the most common culprits: old, worn out ballet flats. Now, don't get me wrong, ballet flats can be classic, but when they're sagging at the sides, scuffed at the toes, or flattened beyond recognition, they no longer say chic. They say tired. And tired shoes make you look tired, even when everything else is polished. What's worse, they often provide no support, which not only affects your posture, but your overall presence. Because here's the truth: style after 50 is just as much about how you carry yourself as it is about what you wear. So, what's the upgrade? Opt for pointed toe flats in leather or suede. That one detail, the pointed shape, instantly elongates the leg, making your silhouette look more refined. Choose rich textures like buttery leather, soft suede, or even croc embossed styles in neutral tones like taupe, navy, blush, or classic black. Want a bit of lift? Try a small block heel or a slingback flat, still incredibly comfortable but far more elevated. And here's a tip you shouldn't ignore: always inspect your shoes. Creased uppers, dirty soles, or worn down heels will quietly drag down even your most elegant outfit. Because a well cared for shoe tells the world you pay attention to detail, and there's nothing more stylish than that. Now, this one might sting a little, but it's said with love. Let's talk about leggings worn as pants. We all know why we love them. They're stretchy, forgiving, easy to throw on, and let's be honest, they feel like pajamas. But when worn as pants, especially the thin, shiny kind, they can completely undermine your look. Why? Because they often cling to every curve and highlight areas we'd prefer to skim over: the tummy, hips, thighs, and backside. And worse, when the fabric is too thin or too tight, they become semi-sheer, especially in sunlight. That's a fashion emergency waiting to happen. Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying women over 50 can't wear leggings, but if you do, you have to wear them intentionally. That means choosing thicker, matte fabrics that offer coverage and support. Pairing them with longer tops, think tunics that hit mid-thigh or longer blazers that balance proportions. Adding sleek layers like a long vest or tailored coat, and finishing with polished flats or ankle boots. Still unsure? Try upgrading to structured slim fit pants like ponte pants or stretch ankle trousers. These styles feel just as comfortable but look infinitely more refined. When you choose the right pant, one that glides over the body instead of hugging every inch, you instantly go from quick errand to effortlessly elegant. Because comfort doesn't have to mean careless. You deserve pieces that move with you, flatter you, and make you feel confident the moment you step outside. So let's leave leggings as pants behind and embrace comfort with intention. Let's talk about showing skin, because after 50, it's not about hiding your body, it's about honoring it. There's a fine line between sexy and overexposed, and unfortunately, many sheer or low-cut tops cross it fast. Think mesh blouses that reveal your entire bra, plunging necklines that dip far too low, or spaghetti strap tanks that offer no support and little coverage. These pieces don't make you look confident. They often read as trying too hard, chasing a version of style that no longer matches your stage of life. And worse, they can cheapen your look instantly. But here's the good news: you can still be alluring without showing everything. Elegance comes from suggestion, not exposure. Swap the see-through top for a blouse in soft chiffon or modal, something that floats over the body, not clings to it. Try a V-neck that reveals just a touch of collarbone, or a wrap blouse that creates gentle curves while offering structure. A sheer sleeve, gorgeous. A peak of lace at the neckline? sophisticated. But the key is balance. When one area shows skin, keep the rest refined. The truth is, your power isn't in how much skin you reveal, it's in the way you carry yourself. And when you dress with intention, the message becomes clear. I know exactly who I am, and I don't need to prove it to anyone. So the next time you reach for something sheer and low cut, pause. Choose something that flatters you without shouting, and you'll always walk into a room feeling like your most confident self. Let's turn our attention to prints because while they can absolutely bring personality to an outfit, the wrong kind of print can do just the opposite. I'm talking about those overly loud synthetic patterns, neon florals, electric zebra stripes, giant swirling paisleys, often printed on shiny polyester or clingy rayon. They're bold, yes, but they're also overwhelming, and worse, they can completely drown out your elegance. These prints often wrinkle easily, cling to the body, and reflect light in unflattering ways. Instead of enhancing your look, they end up competing with you, and that's never the goal. But here's the shift. You don't have to abandon prints, you just need to refine them. Try tone-on-tone patterns, microflorals, or subtle geometric shapes in natural fabrics like cotton, viscose, silk, or linen. These materials breathe, move beautifully, and elevate your entire presence. A navy blouse with tiny ivory dots or a flowy midi dress with a soft leaf print feels sophisticated, modern, and effortless. And color matters too. Earthy tones, muted pastels, or deep jewel shades often look far more expensive than brights on synthetic shine. Here's a quick tip. If the print shouts before you do, put it back. You've evolved past clothes that need to speak louder than your confidence. Let the print play a supporting role, not the lead, because the most memorable woman in the room isn't the one wearing the loudest dress. She's the one who knows how to let her presence do the talking. Now let's talk dresses, specifically the shapeless maxi dress. We all love a dress that's easy, breezy, and forgiving. And I get it. Those loose jersey knit maxes that hang straight from shoulder to ankle feel comfortable, like you're wearing pajamas in public. But here's the problem. They erase you. These tent-like silhouettes often overwhelm your frame, hide your natural curves, and give you no definition. Instead of looking elegant and effortless, they can make you appear sloppy, heavier, or even invisible. And let's be honest, after 50, we've earned the right to be seen. The solution isn't to sacrifice comfort, it's to choose shape with intention. Swap that oversized maxi for a wrap dress, an A-line cut, or even a belted shirt dress. These styles still offer ease and movement, but they gently define the waist, skim over the hips, and create a beautifully feminine silhouette without clinging. Fabrics matter too. Look for breathable cotton poplin, lightweight linen, or silky viscose that moves with you, not against you. If you prefer longer hemlines, opt for weightier fabrics and make sure the cut doesn't drag you down. Add a belt or a structured jacket if needed to reinforce your shape. Here's the golden rule. You don't need to hide your body to feel confident. You just need clothes that honor your shape, not drown it. Because real elegance isn't about covering up. It's about showing up in a way that feels authentic, graceful, and undeniably you. Let's head back to denim because this one deserves a spotlight of its own. Extremely ripped jeans might be all over fashion blogs and festival fields, but after 50, they tend to send the wrong message. I'm talking about jeans with gaping holes at the knees, shredded thighs, dangling threads, where the distressing takes over the entire pant leg. Yes, they're edgy, yes, they're trendy, but they rarely read as elegant. In fact, they often come across as messy, unpolished, and even a little try-hard. And let's be honest, drawing attention to your knees, thighs, or calves with large open rips isn't exactly the most flattering strategy for most women at any age. But you don't have to give up denim to look refined. You just have to choose styles that match your elevated energy. Instead, go for dark or medium wash jeans with a clean finish or minimal distressing. A subtle raw hem? Perfect. A bit of fading at the thigh? Totally fine. But keep it sleek, structured, and understated. High-rise, straight-leg jeans are a favorite for good reason. They elongate the legs, support the midsection, and instantly add polish. If you like a looser fit, try a slim-cut boyfriend jean and cuff the ankle for balance. Style it with a tucked-in blouse, a leather belt, and loafers, and you've transformed a basic outfit into one that feels chic and expensive. Here's the thing. You don't need rips and frays to feel modern. You need intention and denim that respects both your shape and your sophistication. Now let's take a closer look at what's on your feet. Again, because one of the most surprising ways to cheapen an otherwise polished outfit is by wearing chunky, oversized platform sneakers. They might be trendy, they might be influencer approved, but these big, cartoonish shoes, with their exaggerated soles, loud colors, and heavy silhouettes, tend to do more harm than good, especially for women over 50. Here's why. They overwhelm the frame, making your feet look larger and your legs appear shorter. And instead of pulling your look together, they pull it down, toward the ground, away from elegance. That doesn't mean you can't wear sneakers. You absolutely can. But they need to be sleek, minimal, and intentional. Try a low-profile leather trainer in crisp white, blush, taupe, or navy. These styles offer comfort without chaos. They're modern, versatile, and pair beautifully with everything from tailored trousers to midi skirts. And best of all, they feel elevated, not adolescent. If you like a bit of height, choose a discreet platform. An inch or less is plenty. Or opt for a stylish loafer, pointed toe flat, or even a streamlined ankle boot for cooler days. Because the goal is never just to be on trend. The goal is to wear shoes that support your body and your style evolution. Here's the bottom line. When your shoes are clean, classic, and cohesive, they quietly communicate confidence. When they're clunky, loud, or overly trendy, they steal the spotlight in all the wrong ways. So let's leave the cartoon sneakers to Gen Z and walk forward in something a little more timeless. Let's end with the most important mistake of all, because it has less to do with the clothes themselves and everything to do with how they make you feel. The mistake: wearing every trend, even when it doesn't suit your shape, coloring, or lifestyle. We've all been there. The hot color of the season, the latest Y2K revival, or that viral TikTok outfit everyone's raving about. It's tempting to want to stay current, to not be left behind. But here's the thing. Fashion trends aren't one size fits all, and they're not meant to define you. When we force ourselves into styles that don't align with who we are, just because they're in, we risk losing our personal elegance. We start looking uncomfortable, disconnected, even inauthentic. And there's nothing more aging than feeling like a stranger in your own clothes. So what's the alternative? Build your wardrobe on a foundation of timeless, flattering staples, pieces that fit well, feel luxurious, and reflect who you are right now, not who you were at 25, and not who social media says you should be. Then, when a trend does speak to you, introduce it intentionally. A trending color in a classic blouse, a modern twist on a tailored blazer. Let the trend enhance you, not consume you. Because real style isn't about chasing trends, it's about owning your presence. When you know yourself, trust your instincts, and dress with intention, your style becomes something far more powerful than fashionable. It becomes unforgettable. So there you have it. 12 fashion mistakes that may seem small, but can quietly dull your presence, flatten your elegance, or even make you feel out of sync with the powerful woman you are today. And here's the beautiful truth. You don't need more clothes. You just need better choices. Because the right pieces, the ones that honor your figure, reflect your lifestyle, and match your energy, don't shout for attention. They command it, softly, gracefully, and with confidence. Every time you let go of something that no longer serves you, whether it's a glittery slogan tee, a tired pair of shoes, or a trend that simply isn't you, you create more space for intention, more space for elegance, more space for who you've become. Remember, looking polished has nothing to do with chasing youth. It has everything to do with embracing presence. And that presence doesn't need rhinestones or ripped denim or a giant pineapple purse to be noticed. It's in how you carry yourself. It's in the quiet quality of a well-cut blazer, the movement of a wrap dress, the subtle shine of a gold hoop earring. It's in the way your clothes support you, not compete with you. So as you review your wardrobe after watching this video, ask yourself a simple question. Does this reflect the woman I am today? If the answer is no, let it go. You're not losing style. You're elevating it. And if you're ready to keep going on this journey, I've linked some of my favorite elegant basics and timeless wardrobe staples in the description below. These are investment pieces, yes, but they last, they flatter, and they speak your language. Elegant, grown, unshakably confident. You can also visit my website for updated seasonal guides, outfit ideas, and resources curated specifically for women 50 and beyond. And if you're a handbag lover like I am, don't forget to check out my dedicated handbag channel. It's filled with classic finds, affordable gems, and elegant pieces that make every outfit feel complete. Until next time, stay polished, stay confident, and most of all, stay true to yourself.